Hello there, Year 5. Now, one of the best ways you can keep up with your reading this year is to log on to a really cool website and sign up for some extra reading work. It's called Read Theory. Now, it's a free website, it's a free app, and what I'm going to do now is show you how to set yourself up an account, how to log on, and more importantly, how you can link yourself to your teacher's individual class. Now, what your teacher can then do is give you some specific support, some pointers, some tips, and show you personally what you need to do to get better. Now, Read Theory is what's known as an algorithmic program. So what it does is it gives you articles to read and then you answer questions from the articles. It notices if you get the questions right, and then it gives you slightly more tricky questions to solve. If you get the questions wrong, what it then does is make it slightly more simple for you. Okay, so I'm going to log on now and show you what you need to do to get started. So into Google, just type in Read Theory. And it's this one here, Read Theory, or maybe you can just go down to sign up actually. That would probably be the better one. You can see the URL coming up on the screen there if you'd rather type it in. Then click on student. That's really important because that's who you are, a student. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up a student here. I'm going to call the student after my oldest daughter, Eleanor. Or let's call her Eleanor B. Dart. And her password is going to be the same as I want you guys to do, which is Compass, capital C, 2020. It's really important you have the same password because that means I can help you if you go wrong. But if you make up a weird, strange password, there's no way I can help you try and work out what it is. Now, this is quite important. The class code is something which allows you to connect your work with everything else everybody in your form is doing as well. Okay, it just gives me, your teacher, access to what it is you guys are doing. Now, this is the code for my class, E8ZU4UZQ. Should be a capital, I think, and then click on sign up. And then it creates an account for you. So this is nice and easy now. You just give yourself, E, first initial. Don't worry about school email, and that's your age, and then click on next. The personal details don't honestly matter, to be honest with you. As long as I've got your username, I'll be able to work out who you are. Okay. So once you've logged on, once you've typed in your name and given yourself a password, remember your password is Compass, capital C, 2020. You then basically need to conduct, first of all, a quick diagnostic assessment. So as it says there, you need to answer 8 questions to the best of your ability. The questions are going to be the same, pretty much in difficulty, to anyone who logs on and sets up an account. As I mentioned before, if the test notices you're getting the questions wrong, it'll make them slightly easier. If it notices you're getting them right, it'll make them slightly harder. So click on I'm ready, and you're ready to go. Now, a few things I'm going to point out here for you. This over on the left-hand side is the text you need to read. You want to make it bigger, click on the A. You want to make it slightly smaller, click on the smaller A down there. And in time, it will gradually go to the right size for you. Once you've read this section over to the left, you need to click on one of these answers. For this particular question, there are 5 possibilities. Once you've clicked on an answer, it then goes to a different color. You then need to select Submit. Then it will go to the next question. Up here, there are 8 different boxes, and the boxes turn a different color as you start here and you progress all the way until the end. This diagnostic assessment will take you around about 20 minutes. Once you finish the diagnostic assessment, what I then need you to do is a test. And it will say something like, let the learning begin. And often it's like a purple sort of bar. What you need to do is to click that button which says let learning begin, and it will allow you to do the first of many, I hope, tests. What you want to get in the pattern of doing is trying to do at least one test per day. You don't need to do many lots and lots of tests. I'm not talking about 3 or 4 every day. 1 a day is kind of like a good standard. Now, what I can then do as your teacher is track your progress and make sure as you do this more and more, you're getting better and better and better. And by adding your name to our class code, that will help me monitor what it is you do. For the meantime, please go on to Read Theory, create an account. Remember, your password is Compass, capital C, 2020, and add your name to our class. Okay? Thank you guys. Very best of luck. I look forward to keeping track of your reading progress very soon.